Hello everyone, welcome to Stamping Play. My name is Rochelle Leard-Smith. Thanks for joining me tonight for my Facebook Live and YouTube Live, which I have every week, where I share with you some inspiration. Today I'm sharing with you a cute little Easter gift box, I would say, to add some little Easter eggs. So I will share with you, I got this inspiration from someone else, and I'll let you know who that was in a minute. And it's nice to be able to be inspired by others. So I'm just sharing that on with you today, and I hope you enjoyed. It's quite a quick project, so if you still got to make some things for Easter, this would make lovely little place settings with on your table, and it double up as decor, so it look really good. Thanks for joining me. My name's Rochelle. If you missed that, I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator in Melbourne, in Australia. So I am here to share with you paper crafting inspiration, whether you're a beginner or an advanced crafter. I enjoy crafting. I love card making in particular. That's my favorite part of paper crafting, I would say. And I really like learning new things and sharing things with those around me. So if you are interested in any products, if you are interested in purchasing any classes and techniques, please let me know. I have got information up on my website, but I am here to help you. So with the new catalog coming, I just got this today. This is the front cover of our new catalog, and that is all I'm allowed to show you at the moment. You can get a copy of the catalog if you have no one else who actually gives one to you and you haven't got a demonstrator who is servicing you. So if you're in Australia, please get in touch with me, leave me a comment, and I will organize a catalog for you. This Stamping catalog goes live. This new one goes live on the 2nd of May. So currently we have a last chance product sale. So if there's lots of products on our retiring list, both from our annual catalog you would have seen and from our mini catalog. Now these products are while supplies last. If you want certain things, just go get them. There are some like discounted at 60% off, so you just go shop and see what you want. There's lots of retiring colors, which I have been showing on my website and on my Facebook page. If you like any of that, make sure you stock up on things like that. So I'll get to our project today. You can use basically whatever cardstock and designer series paper you have. It's like a bit of, I think it's more like a scrap sort of thing. It's leftovers. I am using the Easter Bunny stamp set as well, but I will be sharing with you the measurements in inches purely because we're using 6x6 paper and it tends to be quite much easier like that because you just get a straight, you pretty much use the full sheet. But newsletter subscribers, you will get both lots of measurements, so imperial and metric. If you want to subscribe to our newsletter, you can, and you will get the tutorial when I next send out my tutorials. So that's a perk for my newsletter subscribers, but that's just also a taste of what my classes are like and what my PDF tutorials are like for you. So what you first need is a piece of cardstock at 5 inches by 3.5 inches, and I have chosen Balmy Blue, right? So I'm just going to switch the camera around so you can see my workspace. So it's 5 by 3.5. You do need a trimmer or a scoreboard, and I'm going to score. I'm going to check my measurements here. I'm going to score at 1 inch around. I've done a couple more and then I go, oh, did I do the right thing? So 1 inch all on all sides. So it's pretty easy. This is just the basic box we are making. And I might actually show you the actual sample so you can get an idea what we're doing. So that's it. So it opens like it runs with a little mailbox, right? And you can fill it with some shredded paper. I have seen them in stores, or you can even cut thin strips of cardstock and put it in and fill in with some Easter eggs in there. So it looks really cute. So this, before I forget, the lady I got the inspiration from, her name is Marguerite Tournier, and I think she's a Dutch demonstrator. So we are going to score this, as I said, 1 inch all around. So if you have a trimmer, you can use the scoring blade for that. So in a Stampin' Up trimmer, the grey part is a scoring blade, so that's all it does. And that's it. And then, now this is where I said that inches is sort of easier because our paper, smaller pieces of paper are 6 by 6 or the larger by 12 by 12. So if you cut into 4, you get like your 6 by 6 pieces. This is a 3 by 6 piece. Okay, so that's pretty stock standard. You'll get pieces left over, and we're going to score at like a 1/2 inch on the long side on either side. So this is the long side on either side. So our 1/2 inch mark is there. And we'll take that 1/2 inch there. And we've also got 2 pieces which I have cut. I did cut 2 pieces of 1.5 by 3. Now you can change this up to a different color when we assemble it, but I've just cut it in Balmy Blue. 1.5 by 3 inches, 2 pieces. So this is the basic box. And you can go to town on your decorating later, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is to create this. So we're going to score this and burnish it with our bond folder nicely. I'm just going to adjust the camera a bit because it's falling, but I'm trying not to shift it around too much. Go on all 4 sides. Then we're going to go up this. So I tend to go, see where that little like, you can see a ridge. I go to the right, so I'm getting rid of that ridge. And cut a wedge into that. So how you do a general box. So this is the base part we're creating. So now you have a piece like that. And then we are going to add some glue on these 4 corners. I'll do 2 sides at once. I just find it a little bit easier. So align it nicely in the edge. Hold it together. You can use seal if you prefer. So this is like a little matchbox you're making. And again, I'm adding some glue there, and I'll add some on this side. So there. And we've got the 4 corners all done, and we've got a little box for our Easter eggs, or perhaps you put something else if someone's not eating chocolate. You can maybe put a teeny, you know, those little cookies. Is it speculoos? Or those little packs of cookies you can get. The Tim Tam packs you can probably fit in there. I haven't tested it, but you never know. Now we'll take our piece of designer series paper, which is 3 by 6 and scored at 1/2 inch on either side, and bring in one of these pieces of cardstock, which is 1.5 by 3, and I am going to put some glue here. So just on the tab she created, and I will really put it right up against that. And I can trim that edge off. This cardstock might be a little bit long, but it should be by 3. So make sure it goes right to that corner, because then you're going to have the second piece. And then we'll bring that round here, and it's going to sit like that. That's going to form your little, looks like a little caravan. So then I'll bring that in there. And I think I won't need to cut that. I just really get it nicely folded in. And then you can put that in. It is quite a loose fit. When you do put anything on the outside, it'll be fine, but it'll come out nicely as well. So you don't want it too tight where it's going to rip. To sort of help with that loose fit and to make it a little bit more snug, I just went in a little bit and folded that a touch more. So it just gave me that little bit more. So then it sort of sits in towards the center. Now I will put the second piece, and that basically covers up any ugly looking bits there. So I'm sure, like, when you have a lot of, like, you use one piece of the designer series paper, you might have another bit just sticking around. So just use those little bits and make that. Now that pretty much fixes our base, and it gives a nice foundation for that box to go in and out of. I'm just using my bond folder to go in and give it a bit of a press down. That just sits like that. This is where I said you can put that in different color if you want those 2 pieces of cardstock different. So that's the basics of the box, but now I'm going to do a bit of decorating. I've got 2 strips of mint macaron cardstock, and I have got, this is the die from the hand pen, or it's called the pen dies. They are on not clearance, on last chance list at the moment, so they're retiring. But this creates a nice little border. So I've just used some strips of mint macaron cardstock. Got to get myself a die cutting machine. Here's my little boho blue one. Or maybe Sometimes I forget to bring my what do you call the top plates and bits and pieces. Look at my big one here. Yeah, I haven't got my top plate there. So we'll resort to the big one. That's okay. It'll work in either one. And so we've got the big machine. And you'll need your plate 1 and your plate 2 and your plate 2 lots of plate 3. So you sandwich that. Just making sure this doesn't move. So that this is like 1.5 centimeters. So much for my giving it to you in inches, but it's just a piece of scrap. And basically I've gone the 6 inches. And we can trim off the excess. So it gives you a nice stitched edge. And the next one, so we need 2 of them, so we're creating like a little border. And just make sure you're like, if you're hiding this little bit, it doesn't matter, but because we're not really hiding that bottom edge, it has to be straight. If I wasn't, like sometimes for cards, I don't worry too much about it because it gets hidden under ribbon or something, another piece of cardstock. So it's not that much of a issue. So I've got my host squared up. If you're placing it order, I recommend placing it online, only because if I can place it for you, but sometimes by the time I do it, it might have run out, or the stock might have run out, and then you'll miss out. So you don't want to miss out. So let's trim that bottom. No, that one. And we'll trim this one. So this is going to go on the edge here. Right, so I want to just give it, manipulate it a bit so it's a bit curved. You can do that with your bone folder as well, but it's just a light. It's not major curving, so I'm not doing too much. I'm going to cut a bit of that trim off of the edge at the bottom to match my other side. Right, that's looking good. And all right, so we'll put some glue on just around. I just go around like this. All right. Let's start from this side. And just, you need to hold it for a few seconds, only because it's on that bend. And just press as you keep turning. You can do it the other way. Put the glue on the border if you want. So then with the, like, it's very lightweight, but just all that adds to that getting a bit more snug. And as you put your Easter eggs, it's all going to fill out. And then we'll trim that. The next one, I'm going to try just putting a bit of glue first, and then we'll fix the rest up. So we'll try. Probably put a bit too much glue there. You don't need much. With Tomboy or our liquid glue. It's a cute little box, isn't it? I love it. That's so sweet. It just looks like this little mailboxes you get, and get some Happy Mail. This is going to be Happy Mail. It's Easter eggs. Just dotting it so it's not too gluey. And mint macarons, one of our colors that are retiring. It actually wasn't in colors some years back. Then it came as one of our core colors, and now it's going again. So sometimes the cycle of colors are like that. This time we've got Pretty Peacock coming back, Lost Lagoon. We've got some Lemon Lime Twist. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that was the name of it. Lemon Lime Twist. Now that's our little cute border. So that's pretty ready. And now we're going to add our little bunny from our Easter stamp set. So use whatever bunny or whatever stamps. You can, it doesn't have to be Easter, but I'm making Easter because I thought it was cute. Like, how could you go wrong? I have piece of cardstock here. So I'm going to do a grey bunny. Stamping in basic grey. And I will color in Smoky Slate. Like the old Smoky Slate. So I'll show you the different, I've got a few examples of what I've done. So you can have different colored bunnies as well if you get want some variation. I was going to say if you get bored. That's me. I get bored. Not. I'm just bringing my color lifter to take that excess color off. Now I will go with my, oh, I felt that happening. See, we'll go with the other side. That's all right. This is the light Smoky Slate. You can see my tip, my brush tip, it's like fully well used. Probably need some new blends. We've got new yeah, so new colors. You're gonna get lots of new things, so it's gonna be fun with the new catalog. I'm working on this. Sometimes I find if I press this really well and click it into place, then it behaves itself. And I'm gonna keep working with this. I will not give up. It's all right. I do keep my brushes that have gone on my blends, which have gone funny, where the brush has gone weird, because they give. Sometimes I like that, you know, that look it's giving. See how it's giving like a three, like a for shading it works. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I actually use it for that purpose. It's good for large areas. It's a bit harder when you want a small area. Then you need a new one. Okay, we made it through. Just to get through those little bits, I might bring some grey granite. I just want to just go in the corners just to make sure we've got a bit. Not that it matters. It's just a little bit of colour. I might put pink in there. I don't know why I did grey, but I wasn't thinking. I was getting excited about my nice fine tip here. Right. And is there? And then I'm going to take my color lifter and just go in again, taking off any other color I've had on it before, and just go in like that. So it takes off that color a bit and gives you some lightness, just on the belly, which is nice, just to give some shading. Then with my dark, just gonna go with grey granite and blend that in. So that was dark smoky slate, and I'll just blend that in a bit, just for some shading. And if you can see what it's doing, I've used that grey granite on top of the smoky slate, but it gives like it's pulling back a bit of that color because it's a different shade, and it's probably a lot bit lighter than the grey, or lighter than the smoky slate, I should say. So it does that, and you'll find it acts like something like it's not a color lifter, but it acts like that sometimes. I'll show you the other one I made, and you'll see what I mean. So I've got medium light here. Let's see, that's a little bit pinky toned. I can add a bit of maybe or petal pink. Coloring's fun. You just mess around, as you can see I'm doing. I have no particular method. And maybe add a bit of pink here. And I find petal pink pulls back a bit of color as well. So it acts a bit like a color lifter. All right, bring our bunny punch. So the Easter bunny bundle is carrying over, but you need to get it. If you want it now, you can get it at a 10% savings, because you can buy it as a bundle. So all I've done for this, and this is just keeping it super simple. If you wanted to, you can add grass at the bottom and make it more fancy. If you're trying, we're less than a week away to Easter, so we're like 4 days away, and we're always in a rush. And I don't know how many people, I haven't got like people coming over, but you might have 10 family members coming over and you want to make a ton of these. So keep it simple, and don't have the bunny stamp set, that's fine. Do something else, put a flower on it. So you can do this with any anything you've got. So that's the one we've just made with Balmy Blue. This was the one I showed you earlier. This uses the Tea Boutique paper. That's on sale at the moment because it's on our last chance list. And this guy I colored in, I think it was medium light. This also uses the Tea Boutique paper. And I used my favorite Pear Pizzazz on the side. And here's where I did a bit of a mix and match. I used pale papaya there, and I used fresh fruit at the bottom. So there you can just use some bits and pieces because I picked up on the fresh fruit on the paper. And this guy, this is where I'm showing you how it kind of pulls back that color. I use the medium, and then I use some medium light in between and mix and match the colors just to give our little bunnies a little bit of a different look. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you create some little place settings for Easter. Well, I've got 3 now. That's us done. You might not be so lucky to have just 3 at your lunch table or your dinner table. So but it's quick. I just took a little bit longer to explain, but as I said, decorate it even more if you want, and fill it in with some of that shredded paper, which you can get, and I've seen it around in the shops. And have fun creating. If you would like a copy of this catalog, it's awesome. Lots, I can't show you anything, but it's got lots. That was a bit of a tease. It's got lots and lots of good stuff in it. You can even see some stuff in here. Get in touch with me and I will provide you with one. And if you want to shop or purchase anything online, you can do that. I'll put the links up. But you can always get in touch with me and I will be able to help you. Give me a call or send me an email, text me, whatever is good for you. All right. I hope you have a wonderful Easter. Blessings for the Easter season. And my prayer is that you have remember the reason for the season and why we celebrate Easter. So I hope you have a great break. I'm on school holiday, so one more day for work, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I'll see you next week, and keep an eye out on the newsletters on Facebook and on my website for just updates and anything I put up with relation to catalogs and classes. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. Bye-bye.